I'm Wade Matthews from Live Fit Tooele County. I'm with Amy Palmer, Tooele County School District's Physical Education Grant Coordinator and Olympic athlete. Amy, thanks for being with us here today. Tell us a little bit about this physical education grant that the school district has acquired.
It's a program that the government offers, and it awards the school districts that qualify a certain amount of money to put into their schools to get the kids physically active.
And what does the grant provide the schools that are participating?
It just depends on what you've put into the contract of your grant. Each school district does it a little bit differently, but we sat down and we came up with some good ideas of different things that our school needs, that we felt our school district needs for the kids. And so once that money is awarded, then we follow the program of the grant and purchase those things that we told the government that we would. Each school, depending on the age of the school, needed different things, and so some of them just added to their carts that they needed already, or their different programs that they needed. They were just able to add more supplies to those. So it just kind of depended on what the schools needed at the time.
And some schools, for example, got a We Fit type of a center?
Right. All the elementary schools were given the We Center, and it comes with 4 TVs. It comes with all the different the running pads, the paddles, the nunchucks, everything that was needed for those programs. The elementary schools were given.
And we're in the 3rd year of this grant, so what's the future for this grant?
We're just kind of winding down now. The 3rd year is pretty much just trainings for the teachers. We have different training programs. We have outside people come in and do different programs with the teachers, better ways to teach the physical education classes. So this year it's basically just finishing up mostly with trainings. Most of the stuff's already been purchased.
And not all of the schools are participating. How many schools did opt in to get this grant?
That's right. There's 17 of our schools in our district chose to be part of the grant.
Okay. Now, the high schools also have a benefit. What do the high school students get from the grant?
They were also given the choice to purchase different things that their departments needed. There's also the Tri-Fit machines that the school was given. And then it basically just depended on what they needed, and we just wanted to make their program successful.
What does the Tri-Fit machine do?
The Tri-Fit machine does your BMI, so you can kind of track the students, whether it's per class or throughout the year, seeing how their physical activity has changed their BMI, and so it just keeps track of their weight and their height, and that way it gives us a good idea of how things are going.
Now, as the district's physical education coordinator, you've implemented another program called Brain Break. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? The
Brain Breaks was given to all the schools that are in the grant, but mostly I was looking at more of the elementary level, because the kids, they don't have a PE class that they go to every day, and we really needed to get our younger kids active. But it's short activities that the teachers can do in the classroom with the desks in the way, and it just keeps the kids active and moving throughout the day.
Now, as an Olympic athlete, you know the importance of being fit and exercising. Why is this program important for our students?
Well, I think it's important to get the kids active at a young age. It can be fun, it can be interesting, it doesn't have to be boring and monotonous. So to get those kids moving and having fun is important.
And there's another program, I don't know if this is part of the grant or not, the before and after school opportunities in the gymnasiums. Can you tell us about that?
So what we did is we implemented an after school program, and it goes 4 days a week for 1 hour after school. And again, we let each school, secondary level schools, decide which days were best for them and whether after school was better or in the morning, because some of the schools do it in the morning too. So the student that goes to that school, if they don't know anything about it, they could check with their principal and see what days and times, what's going on at their school. But it's just something for those kids that aren't involved already in some activity after school, that they can go and get physically active and have a good time.
Okay, so as far as some of the benefits, we're here at Grantsville Junior High School, where we have one of the climbing walls, and this is a little bit different more if it's a horizontal climbing rather than vertical. So it's explain why we're doing it this way.
Well, it's probably more for safety reasons. With the horizontal wall, you don't need the climbing harnesses and somebody helping you up and down the wall. This way the students are safe, the floors are padded underneath them, so if they do fall, they're not going to get hurt because they're not that high off the ground. So, and these were just implemented into the junior highs that are participating.
And that's all 3 junior highs in the county, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so finally, what would you tell some of the students that might be watching who would want to aspire to become a professional athlete or an Olympic athlete? What would you tell them that would be some good advice to help them move forward with that goal?
You need to find something that you enjoy doing, that you have fun doing. I enjoyed what I did, and so that's why I was able to go as long as I did. But at the same time, I was having fun and also getting physically fit, which is also important, especially when you're done doing your activity or whatever sport you choose to do. When that's over, you know, you have the benefits of being physically healthy.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Amy Palmer. We appreciate your time. Again, check out your schools, find out if they're participating in the physical education grant, and see what opportunities are there for your students to become physically active.